Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I promised after the last little, I guess we can call it story time episode, we're going to be going around to have a look around Azeroth to see what's changed, what major developments are in the works, yada yada yada, and how this world differs from, the actual story that happened. Well, I'm pretty sure, I guess we can start with the big one, or at least a big one, and that's, Queen Moiri, the Ashbringer of Ironforge, is a fucking badass, who not only helped send a major army through the Dark Portal and was a key part in breaking the Horde, but also has purified and created the Ashbringer, though she hasn't actually activated it yet. See, and I guess this makes sense because she is a priestess. She is a very experienced priest, but isn't actually, a warrior. She can't use the Ashbringer properly, though it does give her benefits. She also has had a son, Prince Moradin of Ironforge, named after his dad, and her little daughter, Prince Brayton. Good for her. Let's see, the dwarves have they've taken a lot of land down here. Stormwind's back with King Liam leading it. He is alive and well, with his son Prince Varian just waiting to step forward once the old man has tragically died. So yay, big difference in Horde relations there. Another discovery, Medivh is still alive. The first war has happened, the orcs have been beaten, Medivh is still alive, and he is still the Guardian. Though I don't think that's actually a trait. Oh, I know, no, there it is. Very much one. He also has some minor fel corruption, so, slight hint there that something's not quite right. Let's see, what else has happened? Yes. Yes. For starters, the Frostwolf Clan is now a vassal of Lordaeron. They've sort of been left alone. They've sort of been just left to their own devices in Stranglethorn, just as long, and they pay allegiance to Lordaeron. The Goel and his sister are still alive and growing. But here's one of the fun facts. Well, sadly, Durotan is now incapable, so it's only a matter of time till he passes, and his wife Draka has died a natural death at 48. So good for her. But fun discovery. A lot of the orcs from the Horde, that when it broke, a lot of them made their way to the Frostwolf Clan, including Gul'dan, of all people. Yeah, they do not like each other. There's a lot of hatred here. We also looked into his family, and he has had 2 daughters, both of whom vanished without a trace after they were born. Make of that what you will, but he now has a son, Modda, son of Gul'dan, who is still a newborn. He is still a newborn child. And he is also born a sorcerer, so he has a natural talent for magic, so hopefully Gul'dan will decide to keep this one. You never know. Okay, no real changes with the trolls in this area. Oh yes, the Goblin Civil War has come to an end, and in a way that is absolutely surprising to me. Since, just to give you an idea, The leader of the Trade Prince of Trade Coalition, the leader of Goblin kind, is a fucking centaur. Warcan Zinkill of the Gallic War Clan took over the goblins. I have no idea how the hell he did this, but he got it done. He absolutely got it done. So you can just see that, yeah, he's got goblin here, goblin up in Northrend. They all kowtow to a centaur. It is remarkable. Okay, moving on a little bit. Zendor is kind of where it was before, though I think they've moved a little bit into Vul'Dun. Yeah, they've taken one of the Vulpira's territories, though they haven't wiped them out yet. Though the Vulpira are still here. They're still around, though they have fallen under the sway of High Lord Veric of Bone Trail. Veric has decided to basically spread out and taken pretty much most of Vul'Dun, or at least half of it, with the exception of the port of Zinlin. Port of Zulin, though he has managed to take the treasure island off the coast. So good for him. And we also have the actual King Verok is still around. They're a matrilineal marriage, so they've still got some of Vul'Dun, so it's sort of a contest between these two. Though the Vulpirian have decided to throw in their lot with the Vorik of Bone Trail. So good for them. Also of note is that Vorik is immortal. He will never actually die from old age. I have no idea how he pulled this off, but he's alive. Now granted, he can still die. He can still be killed. And the fact that he's got one hand and has an infection isn't going to help him, but he's alive. He's alive, and provided the infection doesn't kill him, he'll be alive for a very long time. Now let's see. To the Darkspear, Chieftain Sun Jin is still alive. Here's Vol'jin, who is coming along rather nicely, actually. He's 21, he's strong. He's a flamboyant schemer, who is kind, wrathful, and diligent. He also has a bunch of siblings. Let's see, he has 3 sisters and 2 daughters. Not 3 sisters, 2 brothers. So good for him. He's done he's come along. He's got a long way to go, but he's doing all right. See more Gallic. Now, here's an interesting thing that's come up. It seems that the Twilight's Hammer has came and taken a whole lot to set themselves up really well over here. Which, yeah, has its problems going forward, but there's a reason I bring this up. Because this is where Chao Gol has ended up, and he's, yeah, very much thrown in with the old gods. But the main reason I brought this up... Let's see, where are you? What the... Oh! Yeah. So he's got faceless ones under him. Makes sense. But yes, the orcs that did not flee to the Frostwolf Clan threw in their lot with the Twilight's Hammer cult. And the reason I bring this up Where are you? Hang on, I can easier time just finding it over here. Yep, Blackhand. Blackhand and his family are over here. They've come over here. Pretty much the only one of his children who isn't here is his daughter, who is the daughter who's over with the Frostwolves and Gul'dan. But yeah, his other two sons are a part of this organization here. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this develops going forward. Let's see, also had another brief look. The Kaldur I are just... Yeah, because we've got Kaldur I here, we've got Kaldur I there, we've got some here as well, so they've kind of spread out and taken over a lot of territory. They've taken a lot of areas. The Tauren is still around. They haven't been killed yet, though. Yeah, it's not looking great for them, if that makes sense. Let's see, you know what? Oh yeah, so recent discovery is... Yeah, Illidan is now the High Lord of Webwinder. So he's over here in Stormtail, and he literally directly controls Webwinder, which is just this area here. So good for him. He's been entrusted with major responsibility. It's nice to see it happen. Let's see, any other major developments over here? Not really. Like, there's still the Satyrs is still alive. We still have Satyrs and all that, but it's mostly it's mostly the Centaurs who are, you know, going out and expanding. Like, we still have, yeah, the ones who took over the Goblin territory. They took a lot with them. Also, Razor Finn is currently under the control of Pit Lords. So, yeah, interesting little thing there, but nothing major. The Zul'Farak's doing alright. They haven't really expanded, but they haven't really died either, so... Yeah, that works out for them. Now, let's see... Admittedly, I haven't really noticed a whole lot happening in Northrend. Because let's say the Scourge has recently arrived, so there's gonna be some interesting shit's gonna be happening over here soon enough. Let's see, the Frenzy Heart have managed to take over the rest of the basin, of the Solazar Basin, so good for them. And the Murlocs still have Caldera, so the dragons aren't getting that one back. I don't think so, not at this point. Let's see, interesting discovery I made over with Dragonflayer is this guy right here, Mayor Lucard of Wormskull Coast. He is an undead Volkira. Namely speaking, he's a vampire. So, yeah, that was just a discovery I made in passing. Which is going to be... Because, yeah, I think he's... I'm just going to double check, just to... Yeah, he's currently the only vampire in existence, so... Yeah, that could have just been a little nod there to the fact that there is... just a little nod to him being... You know, an actual... Because there's at least one case of a vampire showing up in lore, who was a Valkyra. But anyway, other developments over in Northern the northern eastern kingdoms, is... Well, for starters, we've got the bloody Kuldeva, who are currently just expanded everywhere, who have currently taken the Dragon Isles and are sort of posed to come into mainland Lordaeron, which will be fun. Let's see. Discoveries in Gildeas. This is a fun one, because the Wogan curse has been spreading, and Queen Maya of Gilneas has got it. Yeah. Surprisingly, despite the fact that she is a Wogan, her and Gen are still on really good terms with each other. They are more considered friends rather than, you know, lovers, but they're still really tightly knit together. We also have Prince Archibald, who is growing up nicely. The children are coming along. We also have High Lord Darius, who is a Wogan, which, let's be perfectly honest, is kind of a... Yeah, that's sticking to lore. Darius did become a Wogan, though not... yet. Oh, hello. We found Darkmoon Island. I wasn't aware Darkmoon Island was a thing. So, yeah. However, it seems that the guy who runs the Darkmoon Fair is very much a worshipper of the Void, and is currently... his heir is currently a faceless one. So yeah, that's happening. Let's see... You're still alive, so King Thoris Ironside is still alive and well. And so is his son, who... let's be honest, hasn't turned into quite the asshole that he actually is in lore yet. Like, he's not a conniving little shit. Good for him. But yes, discoveries. A discovery that recently popped up. The Scarlet Light heresy has popped up. So for those of you interested in Warhammer lore, the Scarlet Light heresy effectively is the Scarlet Crusade. And it's come up in Ultrak. Though, to be fair, I don't really suspect they're gonna be lasting too long. Because not only are they being invaded, they're also got at least 2 different peasant revolts risen up, so... yeah, good luck with that. Ah. No, wait, no, that makes sense. So the Red Dragons own all of here, no problems. Knowles is still owning this area. Oh yes, other discoveries that have popped up in Gnomeregan, Gnomeregan at the moment, is there are at least 2 undead gnomes here. Mayor Ilb of Icewind Pass is undead. He's also a lunatic and a necromancer, as well as Chief Engineer Dumabrick, the Cruel of New Tinkerpit. Of New Tinkertown. Because he and his buddy are both necromancers. They're both undead. And they're both following the Shadowland religion, which is a necromantic one. Now, granted, it's not quite following it's not the same as say, following the Void or following the Lich King, but yeah, it's technically its own necromantic religion. So yeah, they worship the shadows. And apparently the heir of Yeah, there's just a big spring up over here. And I'm not entirely sure why. Oh yeah, they also have, the Nomergan also has a troll population who serves it, and surprisingly, their main lord is actually part of the rationalistic religion. So, yeah, that was a discovery. Also a bit of a discovery is the fact of what's happened over here. Because Zul'jin is a tributary state of Lordaeron. Effectively, from what we understand from why he hates the High King Tenaris II, they basically force them to become a tributary state. So they've invaded and basically beat them in battle. So Zul'jin is currently, and the Amani trolls are currently, they're currently subservient to Lordaeron, whether they want to be or not. Oh, hello. This I didn't even realize was there. Oh, good God. Yeah, Grand Magister KelThuzad is the ruler of Dalaran, after he murdered Grand Magister Anateus who was murdered by KelThuzad and he has become the new Lord of Dalaran. Good God. And apparently he gets on well with his heir Rowan, the Inquisitor. So yeah, this is going to be interesting as fuck. Good God. I didn't even realize this was a thing. I just literally clicked on Dalaran just for a laugh, and suddenly, wait, KelThuzad is in charge. Now this is going to be very interesting because the cult of the Damned is now an official thing. So I have no idea who the hell's running the thing at this point. But if it's not KelThuzad, this is going to be interesting. If it is KelThuzad, this is going to be interesting too. So yeah, we're going to be keeping an eye on that development. Good Lord. Ah, yes, and last, but probably not least, is Kilteris. Nothing really has happened over here. Not really, though Jane is still dead. They've had another daughter, Princess Catherine, who is ugly as sin. We have Prince Trind... I don't know how to pronounce his name, god damn it. Who's alive and well. He's perfectly fine. He does not like his dad, but they get along fine. And then we have Prince Derek of Freehold, who is the heir to Kilteris and is now currently ruling from Freehold. They kicked the pirates and Murlocs out. Interesting discovery I made with High Lord Derek. In his things of people he's killed, High Lord Del the Gentle the Wogan, who died in battle against Prince Derek. So, what's happened here is Derek has gone up against a Wogan and won. And not a shabby one either. This one he was an experienced hunter and a pretty good military guy all around. So, yeah, killing this guy, kudos to him. He did good. Let's see, we also have the guy's daughter. But yeah, the whole Wogan thing is going around. And we'll see how that develops as time goes on. But for now, I don't think there's any major changes over here. Nothing that really stands out, I think. But yeah. And until next time, when we will hopefully put a goddamn end to this stupid war with the fucking gnolls. It was meant to be over so goddamn quickly. And then bloody Night Elf Wogan show up. Admittedly, that warband is not the only one. I had to check. There's apparently a bunch of the bastards littered around the place who are just looting people. But, god damn it, this is annoying. But at any rate, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you.